And y'all are gonna forgive my camera, man. It's so blurry. But anyway, this is the part where xQc and Pokimane are arguing over this stuff. I was searching for a moment like this, and Osman got it on lock. So I'm gonna react to
Holy
him.
fucking shit.
Let's hear the man.
But at that point, if somebody uses the fund that they have, right, a portion of it to making a project that is on its own, it's a standalone project, should be a competitor of Twitch. Why?
You can't compare one person hitting the lottery to to a company that owns a crypto gambling website.
Okay.
That's just not a fair analogy.
So since you're all about the numbers, I'm sure you know how much money the people actually made off that website, right? I think
I don't. How would I know that? Do you know? It's clearly over 100 million.
It's pretty public. Yeah, they have a lot of money. And you understand that the project is not a crazy amount of comparison, right? The whole thing is not a lot of comparison. It's like a fun project, right? And
He's right about this.
from my understanding, having talked not the train, not degenerates, actual people at the top,
Yeah,
right?
he's right about this.
They want to make a good product. That's it. They want to make.
For them, that's great.
Okay. And when the product is standalone from Gamba and nothing is linked directly to it.
Yeah, taking the dirty money, making it clean money.
That you want to make, and the people that are signed, nobody does Gamba. Everybody signs to just make content and be about live stream. Then what the fuck is the problem?
Bro, I don't get it either, man. I don't get it either. They liked it when Jay-Z did it. They liked it when Ghost and Power does it, but they don't like it when it actually happens in reality. Hey, they live in countries where they took. America has the dirtiest history in the world. Hell, I'm not even one to judge. Africa has the dirtiest history in the world too. We all got dirt. But we gotta make it clean, right? That's what we're doing. That's how people work. That's how people operate. But now, you got moralists. Moralists exist only in the 20th century. That's it.
I'm not trying to tell you objectively or not if kink is a problem, okay? I'm just saying personally, the position that I hold in this industry, the things that I've stood for and against in the past, I personally would not make that change due to where the money that is funding Kick and all of the streamers that it signs exclusively comes from.
Hell no,
I'm
nigga.
arguing with that root source and the proximity to it.
That's fine.
That's it. And if someone else wants to make a different decision, or the website becomes good and people enjoy it, that's great.
Well,
I'm just speaking personally to me.
That's fine.
Except then you spoke for me, saying I'm okay with those things when I'm
Yeah, you said exactly. Sorry to pause.
Why I was in it to begin with. So like you kind of just spoke for me.
What concept are you not okay with?
Oh, that I'm
You
somehow
implied that
morally
he's okay
bankrupt
with
the
that
decision that I made or whatever.
because
I didn't call you morally bankrupt. I said this is where
She
my
implied
morals
it.
and ethics stood in the past, and it would be weird for me to change my stance on them just being offered multi-million-dollar contract.
That's implying that.
Said for you, you made I mean, you did partnerships with Stake. You've always been okay with that, right?
What?
If you think that that's morally void, that's you.
And then I was also after learning and in talks, I've understood that I genuinely believe, and I wouldn't have signed it if this was a whole two Gamba operation. I don't think you understand it. I would have never signed it because
Does your contract have a stipulation?
Nope,
that
zero.
Says
If you sign an NDA, I'll show the entire thing, right? And I'll give you the right.
Fun.
And I'll give you the right to say whether or not there's anything of Gamba in it.
Hell no, you ain't gotta prove nothing, bro, to nobody.
Careful though, when there's NDA.
Yeah, you ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody, but whatever.
Well, it means that you can't say shit about anything, which is kind of you have to be careful. Because
I didn't know that.
Well, I'm just saying that.
Yeah, of course.
I would give you the right to say that there's no Gamba at the end. That's it. If there is, if that's the truth.
Why is he going this far?
Not enough.
I mean, sure.
Okay, let's do that then.
First NBA fog.
Hell no.
Okay.
Okay, regardless, do you now understand what I was saying?
Yeah. You saying that you wouldn't do something for this X amount of reasons implies that other people are doing that. They don't have that same moral ground, or not even that they don't have a same moral ground, right? But like it's implying that I'm doing something. Like if you believe something is wrong, and yet we are doing it. No, you're saying it's wrong for you, but it doesn't work that way now, does it? I think that's what she's trying to say. It's wrong for her, but it's like no, but when you say it's wrong in period, you're saying it's wrong, and how you view us. I don't know what does it say about how you view us exactly. I think that's the question. I don't know.
Now, it's not only that it was impersonal towards you. I actually separated it in a way where it's like that does not make xQc bad because his opinion has been the same from the start.
Yeah.
Just
well,
like my opinion has been the same from the start.
I just feel like
you leak
I just,
50K
I just feel like
man.
since you have the vision, you don't understand it, right? Is that you know something like
It's
not
judging.
my dignity and whatever about your thing. It's because when you say for me moral ethic, for me dignity, and then for him blah blah blah. It by implication.
No,
it's
Thank
kind of
you.
like it's kind of like shots fired.
He's right. He's right.
I don't have those things. It's
She's
just gonna
clearly
happen.
implying
By
this.
default,
I
it's
Yeah.
probably gonna sound.
totally
He's right.
understand how it might sound that way. But
Because it
that
is.
wasn't my intention, and the reason I mentioned you is so that it would make it clear that I am speaking to how it would look for me specifically.
And I agree with her too. That's true.
What?
Your dignity kind of goes down when your opinion changes based on how much money someone's willing to give you.
Your dignity will go down if you found out to do some other misandrous things that people what's this think that misandrous. Honestly speaking, it's like you're putting yourself in a high moral ground, as I've been saying in the other videos. High moral ground. It's like, oh, look at me, I wouldn't do that, but hey, I'm cool with you if you do it. Like no, don't say that. Don't say that, because then you're making it look like you are a purist. To be honest with you, it makes it look like, oh, you are not above a sort of, I don't know. I could argue. I could take this all the way back to religion, to be honest with you, to moral conversations, to values, all that type of stuff and whatnot. But like, come on, man, come on. When nobody here can judge, to be honest with you.
But for you,
We don't have to go that
right,
far.
that should not be applicable or the case because you have stood by it the whole way through. So I don't know why you
Bro,
or anyone else
it's the
would implicate yourself. Like the shoe doesn't fit, right? It shouldn't fit.
You're trying to make it fit though. You literally trying to make it fit. She's accusing you of something, and then she's implying something. Let me just imply. She's implying something, and then say that no, but it shouldn't matter, right? Because that's not how you think of yourself. It's like, but no, you said it to millions of people out there, to thousands of people. Telling them that, you wouldn't do this because you're not this type of a person. That implies that I'm that type of a person. It's like, but that's where xQc is coming from. It's like, no, I disagree. I'm not that type of a person because I'm making this decision. This decision doesn't make me this type of a person. As a matter of fact, it's kind of crazy for you to even judge me like that, or to say that when you are working or streaming in a platform that condones slavery. I don't know. Essentially.
I think just the way you word it kind of implies it by default.
Yes,
So,
thank
like,
you.
It kinda
Let's
doesn't
not
make
let's not
sense.
act stupid. Let's not act
Honestly,
stupid.
Honestly,
the
I
dignity
thought
part-
that the way I worded it might implicate that too.
Yeah,
Which is
it-
why I tried to call out you as an example where it makes sense for you, but it wouldn't make sense for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. Especially the dignity part though. I feel like
Also, I think your viewers are whispering my subs and harassing them. If
yeah, chat, don't do that. Don't do
maybe
that
that could
shit.
not happen, that would be nice. Like, let's be for real. Also, me and X, we're friendly enough that we can just hop on a call. It's gonna be okay, okay?
Jesus
all
Christ,
relax a
man.
little
What
bit.
the hell?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, it did sound
Don't
And
say shit.
Oh.
Don't say some shit about me.
Throughout your career, there has been a lot of people who maybe.
Hold on. You know, it's kind of weird, man. I don't know if it's white people shit. I don't know what it is, man. But like, y'all are not real enough to each other. It's like, no, it pissed you off. Don't say that about me. Don't say some shit about me like that, because you're implying some shit. Like, me and you are not gonna have a good time if you're saying some shit about me. Come on. That's ridiculous. That's weird, man. I mean, that's weird to me. It's like, oh, me and X, we can hop on a call and talk. Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can. Of course I'm gonna come straight at you and ask you, if you got a problem with me, just because I made a certain decision or whatever. You know, it's crazy. It's insane. It's nuts, bro. Come on. No. Hell no. Hell no. She should, like, honestly speaking, I don't know if maybe it's the level of testosterone or whatever. I don't know. You know, maybe it's just me being a guy or whatever, but like, I just don't think that's a healthy thing to do, to say to somebody and then be like, and then think it's nothing. Like, no, I was just saying. This is what I was just saying. No, words can get you in trouble. This is why we're in the conversation in the first place. We had no reason to talk today aside from when you made that comment. That's the only reason why. I'm not trying to find out if you're okay today. I don't care. I do not care what you're doing today. But you said some shit about me that I got a problem with. You know, like, that's why we're even here. Oh, you guys gotta chill, guys. You guys gotta get the hell out of here.
And then say some shit on stream, like, I've been there, done that. I don't want to be one of those people.
Okay.
So if it ever seems that way, let's just talk it out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's what we're doing.
That doesn't make sense. Okay, so the only problem is that it's always by implication. And something that has
Thank you. No, dude, it's a real problem. Yes, that's why he's continuing. It's a real problem.
It does that a lot. It did that a lot last couple days. It's always by implication.
I am not Hassan.
I know.
Thank you. It's always by implication, bro.
People build
me?
this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because, okay, listen. Everything I
Thank
do in
you.
life is all in, right? And I know for a fact that at our points in I guess, wealth or money, you understand that if there's not something that makes you feel fulfilled, no matter how much money you have, you're gonna be fucking miserable, right? And it's why it took so many months for me to consider this deal.
The thing is,
because
sorry.
I had to believe in the project. I had to believe that it was something that could be doable. If I had a part in making it successful and making it a competitor and actually coming out on top, that was like super, like, how would you call that?
Fulfilling.
Like, holy fuck. If even
Gratifying.
if the stream part ends up not being too crazy, what about it? I don't think it matters that much because I want to make decisions and do cool shit that's like, it's like
Hell no.
almost like a passion project.
I disagree
And
with
the
you on this
passion
one,
itself
bro.
that having a project is enough self-fulfillment, right, that money can't buy.
And why you? Good Lord, man. Why are you telling her this? Why are you trying? Like, bro, you have a valid point in being mad about this. You have a valid point. You don't need to prove anything to her. You don't need to tell her that I'm passionate about this or I'm like that or whatever. Like, I don't like this, bro. I don't like this. He sounds like the simps that are in her chat. Okay, like, for real. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, maybe to be honest, okay, my bad for saying simps, whatever, I don't care, to be honest with you. I'm not hating on Pokimane or xQc or Osman or anyone or Hassan or whatever, but I'm literally saying, like, bro, you don't need to prove anything to her. She was wrong in saying what she said, and you had a valid reason to be mad, and you have a valid point by saying it's by implication. You saying this implies that I'm like this. So with that being said, that's why we're in this call in the first place. Now, if we can agree to disagree, that's cool, right? That's okay. That's fine. If you stand on your ground with what you said and you explain to me what you meant, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can't accept your explanation or whatever, I'm not going to force things, right? If you're not willing to argue further about this, that's cool. That's okay. That's fine. But I am going to say this. I'm going to say this. Like, listen, if you got a problem with the morality behind my decision making, or you feel as if you would make a much more morally better decision than what I did and whatnot, come to me and tell me face to face. Don't say it. Okay, maybe you can. Maybe you don't have to, but just understand that I'll have a problem with that. and understand that I will disagree with you with when it comes to that, and and agree that I will think that you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. You're a big hypocrite. It's not you. I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with what you represent when it comes to people's opinions out there. A lot of people would like to think that they are better off than other people when it comes to certain decisions made, but we are all capable of doing those things. Listen, I'm afraid I have to take it even this far. I'm Christian, bro. And if you think that Christians are people, if you've met Christians who think that they are better than other people, those are not Christians. That's not Christian-like. If anything, being Christian means that you recognize that you are the same as other people and that we are all far away from being holy, like very far away from being holy, far away from ever being right, far away from being morally right or anything like that. A liar is the same as a killer, is what I'm trying to say. So it's like, okay, with that being said, it's like, okay, maybe not all of us are going to kill somebody, but many of us are going to lie. And not to mention that killing is not far from how somebody handles their anger issues in the first place and whatnot. And I'm prone to have anger. So it may not possess me to go crazy to make certain decisions, but it does possess me at times. Enough for me to get mad, enough for me not to talk to somebody. It's not crazy to think that someone can get mad enough to go even an extra mile. They're just slightly different from how I would make a decision. Sometimes there's certain conditions met around that person's circumstances around their within their life that made them act the way they're acting, or speak the way they're speaking, or think the way they're thinking. Right. So I'm not really far from that person. Maybe if I was in that person's shoes, I would understand better. I would be much more sympathetic to their actions and whatnot, to what they're saying, to what they're experiencing and everything. So with that being said, I'm not different from you. I'm not that different from you. We're just all people here trying to make the best of what we can, of what we have, actually. So it's kind of crazy to me that I would judge you. It's crazy that I would judge you. That doesn't mean that I would condone certain actions. No, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that, but like there are some things that are just slightly morally questionable that I think it's useless for you to argue about whether it's ethical or not to make that kind of decision when all of us are implicated in something, somewhere, somehow, from the products that you own, to what you eat, to what you dress, to where you stay, to the language that you're using, bro. Are you crazy? I live in flipping South Africa. This is Africa, and I'm speaking English. That's a colonization. That's a colonizer's tongue. That's like the colonizer's tongue. Why am I speaking English when I'm in South Africa? Why? That's ridiculous. Am I not turning against my own ancestors, my own origins, my own culture? What the hell, bro? Like, so all of us are implicated in something, somehow, some way. We're not above and beyond certain things. We're not. We're not. You can become as much of a murderer as the most sickest murderer out there. Period. So it's not for you to judge somebody. Now, that doesn't mean that we should condone actions. No. By all means, no. But like, when it comes to these like fine things, it's like, bro, it's useless. Stop it. And she's implying, bro. She's implying that she's better off. She's better than you.
Right, and that's something that on Twitch
she would make a different decision.
Yeah, I understand. Listen, dude, you don't have to justify your decision to me or anyone else.
Well, I'm telling you.
I feel like you feel the need to.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of people attacking you over it right now.
That's true. She's right about this.
Yeah, no, man.
I'm not one of them.
No,
I was saying, maybe if Hassan takes the kick deal, that might be a little weird.
Nah, he wouldn't. I already asked him when I was visiting your house. I asked him if he wanted to. And he said he wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Listen, don't. You don't need to justify anything.
You're locked the fuck in. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I know you're kind of quite good for another year, probably, like 8 months. I mean,
this wouldn't be much of a. I have to say this. This wouldn't be much of a problem if xQc just accepted that she disagrees with him, or if he accepted that he disagrees with her, and then that's the end of the debate. It's like, okay, well, you think this, I think you're wrong, and or this is where you're wrong at, or blah blah blah. But each to their own. That's fine. Nobody has to agree on everything, and we don't have to be enemies because of that. So that's cool. That's fine. You know, she's right about that part, to be honest with you. Like, we can hop on a call and just chat it out or whatever. It doesn't need to be something crazy or whatever. But, like, you know, like I said, you know, it's implicated and everything. She doesn't have to apologize, especially if she feels like she is, like, right. She's adamant about it. It's like, okay, you know what? Fair enough. That's okay. That's fine. I think I'll leave it there. And, you know, just, I disagree with you, though, blah, blah, blah. Then that's the end of the conversation. Boom.
Listen,
We're still friends.
it's what it is.
Still whatever the hell
If
we
you want to
are.
stop, you wouldn't be able to, right?
He's saying that she has
as
a
you
Twitch
said,
contract.
Contracts end. So also for
Yeah,
tell me
he's
if
saying
you
that she
agree
has a
with
Twitch
me.
contract.
For people being like, oh, you're just upset that X got the deal and not you. Wouldn't it make more sense if I wanted a deal to not be talking the way that I am? Because as you said, you know, maybe my contract's up in like 6 months. Shouldn't I be sucking up to kick if I want a deal?
Oh, you don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to justify that to me. You don't have to justify it to me. Same mentality here applies, but at the same time, it's like, if you're locked in, I mean, you're locked in, right? Like, I don't know how long your agreement is.
Not forever, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I know. Because I know for a fact. I mean, listen, this isn't like a corporate secret. Like, everybody knows this. It's like,
Yeah,
They
I
gotta
don't
stop
know,
saying
I can
that.
See why, I mean, like, you watch that original clip, and it certainly seems like she's throwing shots at people going to kick, right? I mean, it's obvious that that's what it is. I think it makes sense for her to say that, like, yeah, obviously I wouldn't want to go because, like, I came out so hard against it that if I went now, it would make me look really bad.
It
Like,
would.
for sure. Like, both of these things can be true. I think it's probably just an instance of, like, people that clip shit out of context and then turn it into something it's not. But it did seem kind of passive-aggressive in that way. Yeah,
Dude,
definitely.
it
She
no,
called
it-
X her
it-
friend. I was playing manipulation, bro. I mean, I'm sure they're friendly off stream for sure. And she didn't say that they were friends. She said that they were friendly enough to have a conversation. Pokimane is the kind of person that chooses her words very carefully. I can respect that because I do the same thing. But, you know, if you listen to what she actually said, she didn't say that. You're missing the drama?
Wait, what?
I don't want to watch this all day.
Like hiding my genuine perspective on a certain thing,
Here we go.
which is that like gambling is bad, right? Or unregulated, especially unregulated
I think
crypto
it's
gambling.
Hassan
is
got
bad.
involved.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh man, he got involved.
I think you used the wrong word because that
Yeah.
wouldn't be dog whistling.
alright,
Coded
maybe he was
language.
trying to say you
Implication.
were trying to
shit, did I misspeak?
Pander?
Unlucky.
Man, you know I
It's
cannot
just a
click
word. I don't
so
know
fast.
if
Like
it's
I can't type on a
yeah,
keyboard
maybe.
fast, bro.
But I don't think
It's weird when I see
dog
people do it.
Dog whistle is kind
But
of
I don't even know what it would be. I don't even know what I would be
that only a
pandering
certain
about.
group of people will understand.
Mm.
So you want to maybe clarify what you were trying to say?
Yeah, I mean,
Virtue signaling?
Yes, maybe that one.
not
I
really.
think
Virtue signaling.
Oh,
High
that
roading?
one?
What are we
Please
talking
clarify,
about,
Roding.
man? What are we
I-
even
I-
talking
I'll-
about,
I'll-
bro?
I'll-
It's turning into a vocab lesson.
I'll clarify. I feel like this whole like link to Gamba thing. I think it's like we talked about it like a million times, and you guys keep like it's almost like you.
Bro. Twitch with the ads. With the ads, bro. This is the first time I'm seeing the ads, bro.
Oh my god!
They just come out of nowhere, bro. Imagine once you wait for him.
Is something, man. Like, this is just.
World premiere trailer now on YouTube.
No, on YouTube. What?
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching Dragon Ball Z again. It's like tune in next week.
So we gotta fast forward. Okay, they fast
You only
forwarded
got
this.
4?
Bro, how many ads do they got going on?
You have the burden of proof is on you, right?
He even made a
You
whole
have
bunch
to
of shapes.
Elaborate on what kind of proof you have that's what they want. Right?
Just general business deduction.
Sure, go ahead. Continue.
Here's this is still technically speculation, obviously. So you're right to say that, but when I look at stake and I see the top category being like predominantly owned by slots gamblers who are gambling on stake, when I see that the website was created by the owners of stake, when I see that like some of the largest content creators outside of like Aiden and yourself and Bruce that they've recently picked up are oftentimes like the most consistently sizable audiences are often going to be roulette, like gambling players, right? So that's one reason. That's not the main reason. The main reason still obviously is that it's owned by Stake, by the owners of Stake. It was created with consultation from Trainwrecks, who was major.
People need to stop with
He
this.
was a major slots player on Twitch.
Wrong.
And it was basically
Well, I mean, wrong on that.
after.
Wrong on that. Yeah. Train. Listen. I love Train. Okay. No disrespect to Train. Train's involvement is extremely minimal. Okay, and
Well, I think at this point,
Train
during
likes
its
Train.
creation,
Nope.
you know,
Nope.
Train was like its main spokesperson. I think that's hard to refute.
That's irrelevance. Whoever actually is spokesperson, he wasn't appointed as, and in terms of the whole site as a whole and how big he is, he's eclipsed in both equity, influence, size. Just because he's on that.
He has equity.
Just because his clips go on LSF about it doesn't mean he owns websites. I think you guys are overplaying his involvement by a long shot because it makes sense for the
I
argument.
think
But it's
Hassan was
disingenuous.
just referring to his early.
As somebody who knows more than the public,
Which was
And I was
Right.
talking about his
Now it's a lot
consultation. I don't
less.
even think he's
That's
a.
fine.
I didn't
You
say
don't
he's a
know.
co-owner.
yeah,
I didn't even know he had equity until you just said it. I just said
I'm just saying.
Train's
that's-
consultation and development of the
Apparently,
platform.
his Twitch bio says co-owner of Kick. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means by default that's what it means.
And Trainwreck has tweeted about how he's the third largest owner of Kick. I promise we will never touch your sub revenue.
Okay. And do you know what are the size by comparison? Third could be anything.
Yeah, bro.
And you know that, right?
Okay.
This is wild, man.
We're not
We're
gonna
getting
argue
lost
how
in the
involved he
semantics.
is. Yeah,
We're
it
getting
doesn't
lost in the
matter.
semantics of the conversation.
No, that's extremely important.
We're getting lost in the semantics of the conversation. I didn't even know that Train was, again, like a part owner, let alone the third owner, right? I don't care about the size. Even as a consultant, hiring Train specifically especially after crypto gambling was banned on Twitch, makes it seem like the timing is relatively odd. It's a little suspicious to launch this initiative so publicly immediately after crypto gambling was eviscerated on Twitch. It seemed like they were looking for a new avenue where they could just continue live streaming and, get an ROI that way by utilizing like a live streaming platform, whether it's their own or whether it's, another big...
Ah, my jaw.
another
Man, I've been
big,
recording this for too long, bro. Listen, they can't judge, bro. Period. They just can't judge. I'm just gonna keep it right there. Keep it a stack with y'all. They can't judge. They're not the right people to judge. They like to say these things and then come out and then you only find out that they're making other morally questionable, ethically questionable decisions themselves. It is what it is, man. They consistently have to argue out of making themselves look argue themselves out of making themselves look bad or whatever. You get the point on what I'm trying to say, bro. And if you come out and you ridicule somebody for making a certain decision, it's going to be hard for people to sympathize with you when you are now on the chopping block, when the conversation is centered around the decisions that you're making as well. Best for you to recognize that you can't judge and you shouldn't judge, and it is what it is. So leave it there. It is what it is. Shut the fuck up.